Hi Stampin' friends, tonight we're going to use the Ready to Ride Designer Series paper. This is the one that's kind of motorcycle, or you could even say just kind of mechanical themed. It has a lot of great papers. First I'm showing you the side that has the specialty finish, which is the black finish. So it has, like these are like washers. This one is a black and gray. It's all black and gray. It's a black and gray check. This one is like tire tracks for a variety of different things, or different kinds of tires. This one is beautiful roses. It could be kind of a little bit tattoo-ish if you were kind of thinking like that. This one has just little wrenches. And then this one has the same pattern that is in the embossing folder. It's kind of like a, I can't remember what it was called now. It's completely escaped my mind. But it's kind of like a little pinch tin kind of look. And then the back side of the papers, this one has huge patterns. Some are like maps and things, and then there's an orange, a pumpkin pie version of the flowers, just different little things that you can use for scrapbooking, or you could put on a card, whichever one. The back side of this one is the great little motorcycles. All of my paper shares are 4x12. So when I cut them, you get 4 inches. So I suggest that the first thing you do is cut out the ones that are full, complete, and this may apply to any 6x6 or whatever, full, complete motorcycles. And then you'll still have some that like this. You can see there aren't any complete motorcycles, possibly this one if you wanted it to be, but then this, you can use this as the background. It's kind of my strange little point there. The back side of the wrenches is this kind of Route 66 Arizona kind of looking thing, kind of looks like Cars Land at Disney World. And the back side of the roses is this it's kind of like a variety of roadside signs. Some are like actual signs, like, there's particular highway, but then a lot of them are like places to sleep and places to eat and stuff like that. The back side of the tires is an orange perforated plate, and the back side of the check is the soft suede, and it's got like motorcycle jackets and boots and wrenches and all kinds of things for you to potentially cut out. First, let me warn you, I was kind of all over the place on this, and I cut out so many things and did so many things that I'm not sure what I'll have time to do, but also remember that I thought of. So, sorry, this one is a little bit strange. So, kind of interesting. The first thing I'm going to do is gather my paper back together. Try to get that out of the way. And always remember these little pieces like this. I think it's especially important on this one because so many of these papers will look very nice together and really blend. So something to think about there. And then, let's see here. Get a couple more shapes here. Okay, so the first thing that I kind of wanted to show you was just making, this is our card that is 8.5 wide by, or 8.5 long by 4 1/4 wide. And then you just score it at 5.5, and that makes it the perfect size to fit in a card. And then you just add paper. And so you can see that the way that this is going to look changes a whole lot based on what paper I decide to put in there. And then I've got, whole bunches of paper over here that I can put in to put that, to make it the focal point. Now this one you would probably want to go ahead and turn it into a definite motorcycle card with perhaps one like this, and then pop your motorcycle up. I hope I'm getting them where you can see them. But anyway, this one I think makes a nice card, and then you can just put your sentiment down here on the bottom or up on the top. Now, of course, the more the better on any of these. You can always put a different pattern at the top and trim it to fit, things like that. This is one I think is a really cute one, but I'm not limiting myself. The reason I'm not completing this card is I want to show you all the other things, and I'll use whichever ones of these don't make sense with the other cards that I use because I don't want to limit myself. So I'm like, oh, so many decisions. Another possibility with this would be to put this underneath a circle cutout. This is a square 4 1/4 wide card. You could attach your, and this might look better with this one. I think that's actually what I was thinking. Putting a little background behind it and attach your wheels to both sides and then have it lift up like this. And you can put your sentiment on the front or, and then add a little bit inside maybe to sign on or something like that. But you really don't want to cover up this cool pattern because you want people to see that on the inside. So anyway, that's a possibility. One thing about this paper, it is the very vanilla. So that was a little bit, I thought I was ready to start tonight and I was like, oh, gotta go cut some very vanilla so I can, you know, try to play with some sentiments with this. Okay. So with this one, you could use this as the card base or as the idea base, I guess you could say, for a card with a whole bunch of these cut out. But I really think it would be better, and it's going to take me a second to find it, of course, here we are, to use this one with all of the different directions and things. And then I really was not sure how I wanted to use this, but I think it's really cute to kind of put them in a clump together and then add some of your sentiments or whatever. And then you could also, if that doesn't really appeal, you could, if it doesn't pop enough, I guess, you could put it on top of black and see if that makes a difference. And then there's some more. There's just so many little pieces with this that you could choose to cut out or not. And I think that would just be pretty cute. Now, I personally do not have a lot of, you know, enjoy the ride type sentiments, just because I haven't bought any. But one that I think would look good is this enjoy the journey. And let's see, every day with you is another adventure. And with the little, I've got some gunk on it. Sorry about that. And the, oh my gosh, what do you call those? I mean, yes, it's a north, south, east, west kind of thing, but it's not exactly compass. It doesn't actually have them on there. Anyway, some kind of sailor type thing. And I think that would be an easy one to put on with one of the ones with the roads or something like that on there and make it really cute. So what I'm going to do is just use my soft suede. No, I don't know. Oops, I got it all and stuff, but it's not. Oh, well, that is weird. I clearly need to re-ink this. It is getting little splotches in the, wow, that is, it's like I'm trying to make a, interesting. Okay, well, we'll see. I'll go ahead and give it a try and we can talk about it when I'm finished. Okay, so there you are. I got caught a little bit of an edge, I guess, on that, but then I would just cut that out and add that to that card and then probably add some kind of sentiment with it that says something like happy birthday or something like that. I do have one from this Wildlife Wonder set, which is very manly. I don't think the sentiments necessarily are in a manly font, sending birthday wishes, but the To a Great Guy is a lot of fun to put with any masculine card. Excuse me. And of course, the He's All That set is another one we're going to use, and that's the one where I got the little trade winds kind of thing. All right, so I don't think I'm going to try this. I think I'm going to go ahead and either get the early espresso or maybe just get out my black to put my sentiment on this. So let's see here. I got my Memento Tuxedo Black. I'm just going to stamp that real quick. I'm just kind of going to try to think about this, where I might want it. I think I might use this big one, which is, it's really too big for this. But, and if I hit it too bad, I can always go back and cut another of the smaller ones. I'll try to get it straight. Who knows? Okay. So that actually isn't that bad. Okay. So then putting this across the bottom is super cute. It's almost 4 inches wide. And then you can put your little, I guess you'd say collage of of items here. I chose kind of the 50s looking one that's kind of looks like a leather jacket, but there's a vest, and then there's also another one that looks kind of a little bit like a Formula One racing jacket. So you could use this for something other than motorcycle jackets if you wanted to. So there's that one. All right, let's see here. I was thinking about showing you, first I just kind of wanted to show you how you could use this. Now normally I use, and the one other one that I have there, I use the thick cardstock, but this will work just for showing you. So to just kind of pop this up on there, and then this suite has a lot of, has these nice twines in it, and so that would be great to add a little bit of interest to this. And I think that would be a fun way to get more color into even this with the orange. I think these greens, both of these greens would look nice, the Bermuda Bay and the Mossy Meadow, with this to just add a little more color. You could wrap it, let me show you what I'm talking about. I would just wrap them all three around this edge here. Well, if I can grab the end, there we go. Like that. And like this. There we are. And I was just thinking that I would just wrap them like that. And then I'm just going to cut them a ways out so that I can tie a knot like that. And then like that. Tie it. And I will have to spend some time scooching these exactly where I want them. But to maybe just tie a knot here. There we are. I think I got a little bit of ink on that, so whoops-a-daisy on that. But anyway, there you can see it, just to add a little bit of color. There we are. So that just makes it a lot of fun to use. You could then continue this by putting one of your motorcycles on it and just, you know, kind of go with that, especially if, you know, a lady who likes to ride motorcycles. But any of these would look great on. Now, I left this on there because I just thought it added interest, but of course, if you want to center this, cut this off and center this, have at it, because I think that would look probably better than what I've done. Okay, let's see here. I was trying to look for my next piece that I wanted to use. Oh, I remember now. I was going to do this one with my little see-through spot, and I was going to use my cutout rose. Isn't that just how it goes? I'm always doing this, aren't I? Let's see. Over there. I worked so hard to cut out just the one I liked the best. And now I seem to, there we are. Okay. All right. So one thing you could do is put it around the circle and then put something inside that says something like Happy Mother's Day or something like that. And that would be kind of spinning this in a whole different direction. So I have this one here that I was going to play with a little bit on the Happy Mother's Day. So you can kind of decide with me if you think that would be cute. But I'm going to go ahead and stamp this in the black. This is the Happy Mother's Day from the Marigold Morning. And I'm just going to get my memento. And I wish we had one that said Mom, because you could really make this into a funny little vignette where you would make it look like a mom tattoo. But I don't know of one right now. Of course, it could just be that we have a great one and I haven't bought it for some reason, but yeah. All right, I'm going to stamp that down. There we go. And then maybe put your Happy Mother's Day, this on. And then, you know, you could always put this on the inside as well, and it's still going to look great. Or you could use one of the other sides. What was the one I was thinking a while ago? Oh, I was actually just thinking using this one because, you know, it kind of looks like the open road kind of thing, and it pulls in this vanilla into it. So anyway, I feel like I've shown you several different ones. So let's go ahead now, I feel like, and finish this one that I started with the beginning where we used our motorcycle. So I have two motorcycles that I was able to cut out. And this one kind of has high bars, and then this one has low bars. So I can probably just pick whichever one I think is the best right now. Let's see, let me just put this adhesive on and stick these little guys down. There we are. And then, let's see here. To try to decide, I thought I had my, let's see here. Looky look, there it is. Love using this little cutter for some of these. I'm trying to decide, the decision here is kind of a lot. I think I'm going to put that one maybe on the inside because I do like it. And then I think, I don't know, the black check or this one. I don't know, so many choices. I think I like the black check. I think it's kind of nice. So I'm gonna cut that. Okay, so this is half of the full sheet. But as far as who I would give these to, I don't think, like for example, I don't think I have someone to give this to necessarily. But there are some of these other ones, other ways that you can tone it down by just using this side and maybe the other this travel piece here, or using the roses. And I think that you can find some kind of a use for it, because I think anyone would like a black and gray rose card just for kind of something different. May not be their personal style, but you definitely could try it. And I think I'm going to use this one. I think I like how it looks like, you know, doing some mechanical things. I'm just going to trim that real quick. Let's see here. Gosh, I think that's right. I think actually that I didn't quite cut off enough. No, it'll work. It'll be fine. Okay. So that's that one. Just going to adhere that down. And see, I'm not a big, I don't know why I would need one where, you know, we're telling the people to be careful on a card. I mean, I guess if they were planning a, like a transatlantic type trip, you know, like they're really doing a really big motorcycle trip, that could be fun to use this one where it's like caution, and make that into something that was like, you know, be safe, have a good trip, you know, obey the laws, those kinds of things, just to kind of, you know, not to terrify your friend, but, you know, make them think about it, that you want them to come back. And I do think I didn't quite tear enough off of this, so one sec. Put that off the side. Just give a little bit. And sugar trash. I'll have to clean that up now. I do that a lot. Started doing it, and then I end up with a little bit of trouble. Scoochy scooch. Okay, there we are. I'm going to put this inside. Now, if you prefer, you could certainly make this. This would be one here where I might use the. Oh, I was going to mention this. I'm glad that I was talking about this. This would be cute to do the together for the long haul. And if a VW van makes sense for you, then use that. But there are a lot of things in here that you can cover up the VW van with. So what I'm trying to say is, like, you could cover it up with some directional arrows. Like, you could cover it with some of these, like, turn around, that kind of thing. Just kind of some of these little signs. And I should have done that to show you. I apologize. But anyway, I was thinking that would be really cute to cover up with just a flower or any variety of different things. Or, because some of these motorcycles are kind of big, but there is the little caution motorcycle guy in there. And you could put like a strip. I could just show you and not say it, couldn't I? There we go. Put something over it and then put several things on there like that, if that makes sense. So just another way to use this set, actually, because I find that a little bit limiting, because I don't know anyone who necessarily drives a VW van or has any special affinity for a VW van. Okay, and so my plan here is to put this like this, and then I was thinking I cut out one of these circles, and I'm going to put "To a Great Guy," and it's very possible this will be one that I might put for sale at a craft fair, just because if you know someone who does ride bikes, I definitely think that they would want to have a card for them. If, you know, if they saw it, they would be like, oh yes, I've been needing that. So maybe just dangle it down at the bottom like this, lift this up, and then I would just put in a little larger than this piece for them to sign on the inside. Now, one other thing that I wanted to show you before I finish up, I'm almost there. I wanted to show you these adhesive back studs, they call them, because I thought they were really cute. Although, you know, I get that they're limiting, but oh, one was stuck on this top part here. So what I was thinking this would be cute is you could put them, you know, the way we put little things on the sides, you know, like in a row or something like that. But you could also put them like around the bike to just kind of like show emphasis or whatever. So like that. So the reason I'm just sticking these on there, I'm not going to leave them. I'm just wanting to show you kind of what that is, you know, what you could kind of do with that. And then maybe put these little square bar things over on the sides of it. So I'll have to kind of spend some time and see what else I can do with these. But, you know, these, I guess, look a little bit masculine. But then these little circular ones, I'm just not sure that that matters. They're a little bit taller than some of our other dots. But I think those would look great with a variety of things. This is some really nice silver. And then this black, I mean, it's just pretty shiny black. Now, for my sorority, I kind of like these little black diamonds because that's like our symbol, little diamond that's going this direction, not this direction. But anyway, I thought that was kind of cute and just worked out kind of funny on that just happened to be. So anyway, that's this possibility. And then we talked about this one with the Happy Mother's Day. And this would be one too where you would definitely could use some of these designs with this, these little stick-ons. Oh, that wasn't my Mother's Day. Actually, it was. I was thinking about that for Mother's Day. But then this one, I thought just kind of made a fun Mother's Day card. And you could certainly not put this on the inside, just leave it. And maybe add some beige on the inside. And that would just kind of let it kind of shine there. And then you could sign under wherever you have the flowers hanging over. That could be your spot for that. And then my last one, oh, I think they slid all off. Goodness gracious. That's too bad. This one with my, too funny. Gracious. With my little cutouts. It says, sending birthday wishes. Has my little cutouts. I got 2 or 3 more to grab here. I apologize. Things sliding around. There's another wrench. And another wrench. There we go. So there you can see that. And so I think it is definitely possible, you know, and then the tires, I kind of thinking about those now. I think it is definitely possible to use this paper, even if you don't have the set, and make some really cute things that maybe are for people, okay, like if you know someone sort of, like you're invited to their birthday party, but they're not in your family. That happens sometimes as we hit those milestones, people start having more birthday parties for adults. That would be a really cute thing to add, something that really goes with their own personal hobby kind of thing, kind of like our hobby. You all have a great week, and I hope that you enjoy some Stampin' time if you have any time off, and if you don't, I hope that you make time for some Stampin'. Bye-bye.